Good morning, listeners, and good morning, wrestling. Again. It seems as though we're having some sorts of technical difficulties, and it stopped us after 15 minutes of recording. So, what we're going to do, at least for today, until I, the slew, can fix it, is we're going to do this in 15-minute increments, probably 4 of them, as we are going to go about an hour. But yeah, you're back here, part 2 of day 7/17/17, and you're sitting here with Charles and the slew, talking the crap, right?
Talking the crap.
Talking the crap.
Who knows what we were talking about before?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't remember. I don't
know.
I think it
in
was
the Shield.
I think it was Finn Balor stuff.
Ooh,
but I don't. But go back and listen. You know, we could have went and just listened to the end of the other one. I didn't think of that once.
I thought of that, and I thought, God, he's just working so hard over there trying to make it work. I was just ready to keep it going.
It wasn't doing this to me before. Spreaker. I was liking you, Spreaker, a good amount.
It wasn't Shelton Benjamin, was it?
No, we'd gotten off of Shelton Benjamin. But we were talking about Shelton Benjamin. If somehow you've made it to part 2 without listening to part 1, you're kind of odd, but other than that, go listen to part 1. It would fill you in on what we're talking about here in part 2. But here in part 2, I guess we'll start off with a new topic that we hadn't discussed in part 1, and that is John Cena was on Raw somewhat at a Raw house show on Saturday, and he was fighting Bray Wyatt. What's up with that?
Who won?
From what I heard, I'm believing that John Cena beat Bray Wyatt.
It's ridiculous.
The kittens are meowing away. But yeah, I guess, I see what you're saying. That is ridiculous. Especially if he's going to go into a feud against anybody. But it doesn't matter. It's essentially a dark match. It doesn't matter in terms of anything, really. It was probably a pretty good match.
Yeah, with that. I mean, Cena has real good matches everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Especially at dark matches.
Yeah, because he's having fun. He's yelling at the crowd, saying crazy things about crazy things that everybody thinks is crazy. You know, the kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess maybe this is he's going to be on both brands from what it seems. Maybe this is the beginning of that.
I would say so. He's fighting Raw people.
Yeah.
It does seem that way.
I also saw that he's fought at some...
He's got to bury people in both brands.
Yeah.
There's just not enough young talent to just pull out the shovel on SmackDown.
Yep. You can't just keep doing it to everybody. You need some people to see him all right, I guess.
I see that he's even re-burying people now. Bray Wyatt and Rusev. That's intriguing. We'll see where that goes.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll see if this will be they'll be the only 2 guys to be buried by Reigns and Cena, I think.
Both of them?
Wyatt and Rusev.
Yeah,
That's right.
I don't even remember Rusev and Roman fighting.
Wow, how do you not?
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't remember that at all.
Oh, not a bad feud. All this stuff about back when Rusev got married and Roman was
I remember.
You're the best man or something.
When he was smacking him with cake and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
I remember that. That was okay. It was okay stuff, but I mean,
It was stuff.
What do you think the point is for Cena to be on both brands, really?
Because he's a big draw. He makes a lot of money.
You think that's it?
I suppose. Hopefully, eventually, you just pick SmackDown so they make SmackDown seem a little more important. Because it needs it. It's seeming a little lackluster as of late.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
I still think it's the better show. I still like the talent more on SmackDown.
I think they have the better world champ. If you ask me, I like seeing Jinder every week. I'm not tired of seeing Jinder with the world belt.
Are you tired of Brock?
I wish Brock would lose it. Just because I like having the belts around.
Yeah, you're right. It would be on
Call
TV
me
more.
old-fashioned.
I mean, I don't really... Lately, I guess it's just you get used to stuff. I'm just used to Brock. More than I want Brock to have it. I'm just kind of used to Brock having it at this point, you know? But it's fine, because they just have different feuds that are the main feuds on Raw. It's like the main event on Raw is different than the main event at a pay-per-view. Which is odd. Usually, the champ is the main event, or not main event, but like the ending segment of your show. You wrap the show kind of around the person. And on Raw, it's more Braun and Roman, and then the other stuff is just kind of the fill-in of the show. Who's gonna fight Brock? Blah, blah, blah. And hopefully that's not Cena. I really would think it was lame if John Cena went over to Raw and fought Brock Lesnar.
Maybe he'll fight The Miz.
Yeah, you've been wanting that one. You've been wanting The Miz against Cena.
Well, I think that'd be a good Intercontinental title feud.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I really don't care to see Ambrose with the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, definitely not.
But The Miz is good.
He's done nothing relevant. He needs to turn heel bad.
He's like the most irrelevant champ. It's like he gets a championship.
Who?
Ambrose.
Oh, no, I thought
he gets a championship, and then the championship is just like dead. It seems
just obsolete.
It really makes no sense because I don't know. Dean Ambrose is really good.
He's really good, but he definitely needs a kickstart. He needs He needs to turn heel. That's exactly what he needs.
Yeah, he's
ridiculous.
He's complacent. He's stuck,
to say the least.
Yeah, he's just like he's been in the same gimmick, same character for a long time. But also, you hear news of him drinking and stuff and getting in trouble for drinking, which is weird. It sounds like an old time problem,
Yeah.
Weird. But I mean, hey, who's buying the beers tonight? One of the corniest things I've ever heard in wrestling.
I mean, it might not necessarily be that he has drinking problems, but it's just the timing. I guess the fact that he got drunk at the Hall of Fame thing rubbed some people the wrong way, but it's just because he was drunk.
Yeah, I have no problem with it, obviously.
Well, he was drunk and they aired him. He talked on there.
Yeah. I mean, hey, who cares? It's Dean Ambrose. We all know he drinks. He's talked about it. And he wasn't driving. He doesn't even have a license. I'm just kidding. He probably has a license. But, let's move on to another topic, I guess. I don't really have a good segment for you.
I just think...
I got a segment.
Who cares...
Keep going.
Who cares about a guy being drunk at a non-athletic event? He's not wrestling.
I'm with you.
It makes him seem a little relatable, if anything.
Definitely.
But anyway,
that is a very good point. Relatable. That makes him seem because you watch those shows and it's a bunch of guys with their beautiful wives and their expensive dresses and they're wearing their expensive tuxes or whatever, their suits. And freaking, then you see Ambrose, and he's just drunk. Probably not wearing a suit.
No, he was wearing a suit.
Was he wearing a suit? That would look goofy.
My dude looked good. I'll admit it.
Who was he with?
He looked like a G.
Was he?
When they interviewed him, I believe he was just alone. Or
do you think he had a date with him?
He's with Renee.
Who?
Renee Young.
Something happened to her recently too.
Oh, okay.
Something happened to her recently, I think.
Well, you're on it today. You're on it today.
I think we saw a tweet where she was talking about going back to what are her exact words? I'm sure you remember better than I do. Essentially, she'll go back to saying I'm now with or something like that. Talking smack.
Back to saying. My guest at this time.
Back
to having a guest at this time.
Whatever, yeah. She tweeted it. Because she and Daniel Bryan, I'm sure, are not too happy for the fact that Vince McMahon...
Where you at?
It's not in order. That's just right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've done that and that. But Vince McMahon squashed freaking Talking Smack, which I thought was a really good show.
You're not alone.
It's crazy.
A lot of people did. There's a lot of backlash for it.
It's crazy
that all fizzle out because the people always lose to Vince.
It's weird to me that even the wrestlers, the people involved have said stuff. Like Renee tweeting and Daniel Bryan saying that he found out through Twitter. First off, why the fuck
Miz also tweeted.
Damn, what did Miz say?
Man, I can't.
I didn't see
something about it gave a platform to people.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I can't recite the tweet.
Well, The Miz is right because that show gave us more of an insight to people. There are great promos to be seen on Talking Smack. I mean, you can still go back and listen to them, but who goes back to watch a promo? They had great promos on there. AJ Styles, The Miz gave the best promo of the year, in my opinion, on Talking Smack, which I'm sure is the reason that he said that tweet. It's just weird.
Yeah, he gave a career moment on that show.
Kind of turned him back around in a way. Not saying that he was really doing too bad, but I don't know. It's weird because from what we've all seen now, everybody's coming out with all these numbers and whatnot, and Talking Smack is damn 16th and 18th in the last couple of weeks of most watched on the network, and damn 205 Live wasn't even in the top 20.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. 205 should be in the top 10. And Talking Smack should be in the top 20, and it should be a show. Granted, it will still be a show after the pay-per-views. But, I mean, who even watches Raw Talk?
Nobody. I mean, I imagine Raw Talk's only going to happen after pay-per-views, too, so it's equivalent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At least they don't have that every week.
But that's my point. Like, I think that we did watch Raw Talk last time.
Well, to be honest, if you watch Talking Smack and you don't watch Raw Talk, that's kind of stupid because it's literally just the same thing.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not going to watch the Raw
Smack
guys give their promos. I only want to see the SmackDown guys.
Talking Smack was just good. It was actually legitimately good.
I mean, they had a good host.
Yeah.
I liked her and Daniel.
Yeah. Yeah, at first it wasn't the best. But then
At first it was the best.
You think?
Yeah, I really do. That's when it was great. Then Daniel had a baby and stopped showing up, and they had floaters in there, and that's possibly what killed it.
Yeah. But I was talking about more like in the very beginning, I just felt like they weren't necessarily clicking too well. And then towards before he left, it started getting very good.
Yeah.
And now it's over, kind of. It's not over, but it's...
That sucks they had to find out through Twitter.
Yeah. But,
Twitter, everybody's active on Twitter.
Yep, Twitter tells you a lot of things.
What did Sasha Banks tweet? I heard you say something about Sasha Banks tweeting.
Sasha Banks...
a cryptic tweet.
I believe that's the exact word that was used. I think that I saw that on PWI. I think PWU probably. Either way, she said. Well, really, it's from Twitter. She said, 2 more years. This is the new beginnings. That's verbatim, not verbatim. Very close though. But who knows what that means? Really, I don't even know what we're going to say. I don't even really know what we're going to say about it. I mean, what do you think?
If she's addressing that's the end of her contract, it's so far away, then God, how stupid. And what could she possibly be bitching about? She's been in the main event of since the split.
Yeah, she seems happy.
Since before the split. I'm wrong. Since right before WrestleMania 32. Yep. She's really been a very prominent star.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
If
she's hurt, then she's stupid for jumping off of things using double knees.
Yeah.
If she's got a bad back, don't do that.
Yeah.
So that'd be probably pretty smart. Step 1.
I don't know, though. I mean, it's like that's the draw.
It can mean something else. Maybe she has a weird 2-year pregnancy plan or something.
Yeah. I don't think that she's unhappy with the WWE because that just doesn't make any sense to me. She's had nothing but a good career so far.
It should be her dream, but I know that's not her gimmick. That's Bayley's. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it can't mean that she's going to quit or leave because if you're going to continue to work somewhere for 2 years, you're probably not going to publicly say that you're looking forward to not working there in 2 years.
Unless you're Daniel Bryan.
You think?
Daniel Bryan is the main person doing that, but I don't think Sasha Banks is dumb enough to do that.
Yeah.
To Daniel Bryan, what are they going to do? Make him not wrestle? Oh, they're doing that. So, he don't care about that right now.
No.
So, he could say anything he wants. He could challenge Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Which he did, kind of. I think he was trolling. I think he even hashtagged something about trolling. But.
Yeah. It's fine. We'll just keep going. I mean, this is the end of part 2, and now we're going to make part 3. So, thank you. Goodbye. Well, now it's just continuing to go on. So, maybe part 2 is just going to be the last part. But last time it turned off after a...
Did it turn off? It did turn green and shit last time, didn't it? Because it turned off?
Well, it turned off last time after 15 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it's going to keep going.
Who knows? We'll just keep talking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if it's going to keep going, it seems like it's going to keep going. We're done with Sasha Banks' weird-ass tweet that nobody knows the answer to.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody knows the answer to...
Keep going. I want to hear your segue.
I don't have it. I don't have it. I was trying to make a segue, but it's not smooth enough. So let's just go into the Alberto and Paige stuff and clump that together, because that's pretty much the same thing. So Paige has cocaine, I guess. Alberto